Hi, my name is Elias and I'm the Outreach Specialist with the Family Works program. Today, I'm at the Child Abuse Prevention Council with Isabel Flores, the Program Manager for Family Intervention. We're going to learn a little bit more about what family intervention is and what it entails and how you can benefit from the program. So let's start our interview today with Isabel. Hi Isabel.
Hello Elias, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, thank you. Thank you for inviting us.
Can you please tell me a little bit more about family intervention?
Yes. So family intervention is a program offered to all families in San Joaquin County. This program is primarily catered to lower income families. However, there's no income restrictions. The program works with families in connecting them to resources. We do a lot of parent coaching. We do a lot of advocacy, education, and awareness for our families. I would say the main purpose of our program is to strengthen families and children. And so we connect with the families to work with whatever needs they have, and we try to make goals to meet those and get the family moving forward.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the possible curriculum that the program utilizes?
We don't have a specific curriculum. We're very based off of the family's needs and you know what they need, and so we cater to those needs. We do follow the protective factors. So all families will have a protective factor questionnaire that kind of helps us see the family dynamics, their needs, their support system, their concrete supports, and we kind of go from there. So we utilize us as our tool, along with ACEs and some other tools that we use for the program.
I know many programs use the screening called Ages of Stages. Is this something that you utilize in your program?
We do on occasions as needed. So we, our ages are from 0 to 18.
Yes.
So very limited, but yes, we do use that whenever appropriate.
Can you tell me family intervention's goals?
As all programs CAPC, our goals are to strengthen families and children. So we try to build a family's toolbox basically so they can achieve self-sufficiency. So we do that by, providing parent coaching. If they have a specific need, connecting them to that resource or that service, kind of empowering the family to be more functional and to learn new tools and new ways of doing things. A lot of times, it's repeating that cycle where we came from, what we learned, and repeating that with our own families. So a lot of times, we don't realize we're doing things a certain way, And so, it's neat to see like when the light bulb comes up, like, oh, I never thought about doing it that way. So again, self-sufficiency and family strengthening overall.
Does your program offer any financial tools for your families?
Yes, we do a lot of budgeting with families. So we provide them with financial tools, we do budgets with them. We try to work with them to see needs versus wants, all of those things. And again, connecting them to any agency that may help them financially with a specific thing. For example, their PG&E bill or things like that.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the development and the history of the program? What is the criteria in order to enroll in your program?
So family intervention is very special. As you know, there's a lot of programs throughout the county that have specific criteria. For example, certain programs are catered to a specific age, or only if you're a CPS family, or only if. And family intervention is beautiful because it's so open and so available. So you don't have to meet a specific criteria except have a need and live in San Joaquin County and have a child in your home between the ages of 0 to 18. So
great. Can you tell me how you're currently delivering services right now during COVID?
Right now during COVID, we're trying to be as cautious as possible, trying to keep families and our staff safe. So we are delivering services, mostly videos telephone calls. We do in-person visits to the families that absolutely need it. But we may say we meet during through a video call, and the staff may be delivering things at their doorstep. So so again, we cater to the family and we meet them where they're at and we kind of go from there. So once we touch base with the family, we determine where they're at and what they need, and we determine what our next steps are.
Are there any in-person services right now during the stay-at-home order?
We are trying our best not to do so. However, for example, if there's a family that we are very concerned about or that we know they're in absolute need and we haven't heard back from, I mean, to give you an example, we had a family that expressed to us, I am very stressed, I'm very overwhelmed, I am very worried that I'm going to relapse, right? This is a substance abuse client. And so after not hearing back, no text, no messages, we go to the home and say where you're at, where are you at, you know, what do you need from us, how can we support you? So again, we meet the family where they're at.
It is great to see that your program's accommodating during these hard times. How did your program run prior from COVID?
Pre-COVID, everything's in person. Again, we cater to the families, so say our working parents, our services are weekly, so we would meet weekly in person, but say our working parents may not be able to do a weekly visit. We may do like one week in person, 1 week via telephone, so again, we try to find a happy medium.
Where do your sessions usually occur at?
We're open to whatever the client feels comfortable with. Say our DD clients, a lot of times they don't want to meet in the home because they're afraid of their perpetrator finding out, things like that. So if they feel comfortable going to a park or a coffee shop or coming into the office, some people don't have transportation, so it's easier for us to come to them. And again, if that's going to be in your home or park, whatever the client feels comfortable doing, we do that.
Can you give me an example of what a session looks like and how long the session lasts?
Yeah, for the most part it is hour-long visits, depending on the needs, depending on the client. Sometimes we have clients that are a little bit more, say if there's a lot of trauma and we need to break things down for them in smaller pieces, it may take a little bit longer to deliver the message. So for the most part 1 hour, but depending on the family's needs, we will adjust.
Do case managers on the programs ever work with the children directly?
For the most part, we work with the parent. However, depending on what the needs are, what we're working alongside with the family, we may bring the children in. So a lot of times, as parents, we feel like our child needs help. Our child needs, it's their doing, not ours. So as needed, we will call in the child and, just take a look at the interaction. We like to bring them in and see how they feel, right? And we like to teach the parents to value the child's feelings and the child's opinions, acknowledge. So, just to see where they are at and where are they having difficulty with, right? Because it's important that we're all on the same page to make this communication work. And teaching communication sometimes, we don't want to hear it or we think our way or no way. And so it's neat to just bring them along and kind of have like a mediator and kind of just see, where the conversation goes and teach the child to listen and teach the parent to listen as well, because sometimes we don't do that as parents, right?
Does the program take walk-ins or is it appointment only?
Yeah, just to be respectful of everybody's time, we like to make appointments. I would hate for a parent to walk in and there's nobody here to serve them. So for the most part, every parent will be assigned a case manager, and that case manager will get together with them to make appointments that are convenient for the client. And that way, we don't overbook or, just to make it all more organized as possible. Yes, so everything works by appointments.
This is all great. what is the best way a family can reach out to you and contact if they're interested in your program?
Yes, they're welcome to call me directly. I'm Isabel from Family Intervention, and I will leave my information with you, Elias. They can call me or email me. If they are in the area and want to drop by, our front desk is also able to give them that information.
Great. Is there any final thoughts that you would like to leave behind right now for anybody who's watching this video right now?
Yes, I think FI is a wonderful program. It's again available to families, and I want people to know that it's okay to ask for help. And it's okay not to know what you need. I think a lot of times we know we're struggling. We know that we need help, but we don't know where, what area, or how. So our case managers are very good at assessing the family, assessing for needs. They will go down the list and just ask you, what about food? What about clothes? What about, and sometimes you don't realize you need certain things until they ask you. So again, if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are just general resources, we are able to kind of decipher that for you and connect you to those areas. FI is also very, very good with, we work with a lot of families with special needs. So a lot of times parents are struggling with kids. They're not doing good in school, sometimes their behavior, sometimes academically, but they don't know where to begin. And so that's what FI does. We teach the parent how to navigate those systems and how to connect to those resources. We do a lot of referrals to VMRC. We do a lot of advocacy because sometimes, you know, we as professionals, we're very overwhelmed and very busy and very everything, right? So a lot of times people give up. They may call the provider, and if there's no answer, then we stop calling, right? And so we want to empower them to continue calling, to continue following those lines of you know, communication with providers, and if they're not responding, then we're there to back them up and to call ourselves and to go to the next step if needed. So again, that advocacy for the parents, that we just want them to feel empowered to be self-sufficient. The day of tomorrow, when we're not there, they're going to be able to do it themselves.
I really like what you said. It's okay to ask for help.
Yes, and so we're there if you need us. Call us.
I will definitely send your information out there for those who could benefit from your program. Thank you for taking the time today and coming in and doing this interview with me.
Thank you, Elias. Have a good day.
Thank you, Isabel. Again, my name is Elias, and I'm the Outreach Specialist with the Family Works program. If you're interested in family intervention or any other programs you have seen in any of our videos, please contact me at 209-244-0135. Thank you and goodbye.